And now for the moment many people have been waiting for. Caitlin Clark has dropped her signature logo.
Haters are salty today. Nike just rolled out a fresh Caitlin Clark logo, and the timeline is melting down. 2 clean C's, sharp lines, and a whole lot of noise. Some folks love it. Some swear it's a copy of everything under the sun. But here's what matters. This is power, and it's only growing from here.
Really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy all of it, it's like aura.
We love it!
It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates the CC.
I love it. Double C's. Let's go, Caitlin!
First look, hot or not, would you wear the CC logo on a shirt or a hat? Comment your thoughts below. Let's keep it simple. Caitlin Clark is in year 2 as a pro, and the most famous sports brand on earth just stamped her initials like a neon sign. You don't get that by accident. You get that because millions of fans want what you're selling, and because your name moves product. People can argue style all day, sales and the debate, wondering where Nike has been
with any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever, but developing a signature logo and a signature shoe does take time. So without further ado, here is Caitlin Clark's official Nike signature logo.
With any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever, but developing a signature logo and a signature shoe does take time. So without further ado, here is Caitlin Clark's official Nike signature logo. Now, the logo, 2 interlocking C's, a smaller C inside. Clean, bold, and easy to spot on a shirt, hoodie, hat, or shoe tongue. That matters more than anything piece. A logo must work at a glance, from the nosebleeds on TV on your phone and printed on a tag. This one pops. It reads CC in half a second. That's the test out course. The hot takes rolled and fast. It looks like an airline from the 1950s. It's a credit card brand. It's Gucci. Cool jokes. But when even your haters can name 5 things it reminds them of, that means it's memorable. The worst logo is the one no one notices. This one people notice. That's a win. Let's talk rollout.
Bring you live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
Nike dropped a logo with a short hype video and limited merch windows. Pre-orders hit. People rushed the site. Some got in. Others saw the comeback later wall. That tells you the demand is real. And yeah, fans want more colors, more sizes, more stock, and actual shoes sooner than later. Welcome to the big leagues. Hype first, stock later. It's the Nike playbook. Now the spicy part, the fuming. Why so mad? Simple. Caitlin Clark controls eyeballs. When a second-year pro owns a conversation like a 10-year veteran, some folks get loud. They call it too fast or overhyped. Meanwhile, Nike looks at numbers, not feelings. Ratings go up when Clark plays. Social spikes when Clark trends. Merch moves when her name shows up. Brands follow math. There's also a status thing here. Signature branding is not a team poster. It's a legacy lane. You don't hand out a mark like this unless you expect it to sit on shelf for years. Think of all the athlete marks that came and went. The ones that lasted? They were simple, clear, and easy to print on everything. You can put CC on socks, sleeves, backpacks, and billboards. No explanation needed.
Next year in 2026. Some people think it's very clean and sharp, and a lot of people are critiquing it, saying it kind of looks like a Gucci ripoff or like a Coco Chanel ripoff. and that it's lifeless and boring, when really it's hard to tell what a logo is going to be like until it gets placed on the shoe or the product. Like the Asia 1 logo here is kind of just a weird logo by itself. It seems very like asymmetric, but once you do see it on the Asia 1 shoes, it doesn't look that bad. I saw someone comment how right in the middle right there, it's like kind of like a snake eye, very like Mamba mentality. But regardless about how anybody feels about it, the second these things drop, they are going to fly.
Let's stack it against other current marks. Sabrina Ionescu has a tidy personal mark and a shoe line that's already onto a third model. Aya Wilson is a 3-time MVP with her own shoe and a stylized logo. These two set a bar: clean geometry, sharp edges, strong initials. Clark sits right in that lane. You can dislike the vibe, but it fits the family. It's built for mass use, and yes, the Gucci cracks. People see double letters and go designer in their head. That's fine. Luxury brands train us to link letters to identity. Nike knows this. 2 letters, 1 person, that's the goal. If anything, the comparison adds heat. Folks who never watched the game now know the mark. Haters help with free ads. Thanks to the clicks.
Full line of signature apparel will be released on October 1st, and the shoe is set to release next year in 2020.
Let's be honest about the timing, too. Some folks say it took too long. Others say it came too early. Funny how that works. During the wait, people asked, "Where is it?" Now that it's here, they say, "Why now?" Truth, design takes time. Legal checks take time. Launches take time. And while everyone was guessing, Nike was laying out a long runway. Logo now. Apparel drops in September and October. Signature shoe in 2026. You heard that right. This isn't a one-week flash. It's a multi-year plan. About that shoe timeline, some will moan that 2026 is far, but signature shoes aren't slapped together. Lasting models are tested for fit, foam, traction, and wear. Then there's colorways, collabs, sizing runs, and promo beats. The upside? When it lands, the path is paved by a logo everyone already knows. That's how you build a line, not just a one-off dot. Let's talk team and league reaction. Fans noticed the Indiana Fever socials were quiet at first. That's wild. Your top draw gets a major brand moment, and you don't amplify it instantly? People called it out. Whether it was timing, approvals, or just a miss, it gave fuel to the "they don't promote her enough" crowd. The WNBA accounts posted their usual flow. But this kind of star moment should be loud from all corners: team, league, partners. When the star wins, everyone wins. Act like it. Now to the bigger picture. A personal logo moves beyond basketball. It books the speaking gigs, college pop-ups, charity tees, nil collabs, and school tie-ins. Remember Iowa? Black and gold sells like crazy. Navy and yellow sells, too. You can already see fans lining up for colorways that nod to both. That's smart branding. Cross the college base with a pro base, and cover both maps at second-year pro or not. Clark now sits with a rare group, active WNBA athletes with a signature shoe deal in motion. Sabrina has won. Aya has won. Breanna Stewart has won with Puma. Angel Reese has won coming with Reebok in 2025. Different brands, different routes, same headline. Women's hoops is selling. For years, people claimed there was a market. The market just answered. Let's also be real about why the anger is loud. Clark's numbers break through the bubble. TV ratings jump. Road crowds swell. Opposing arenas set attendance highs. That brings both love and hate. Some veterans don't like the attention. Some fans think it overshadows others. But the lane is wide enough for many stars. In fact, rival stars benefit when the stage gets bigger. Big shows need many headliners. The logo says Clark is one of them. What about the design itself on product? On a t-shirt, front and center works. On a sleeve near a swoosh, works. On a hat patch, works. On a shoe heel tab, works. Rotated 90 degrees on a sock cuff, still reads. That's what you want. A mark that stays clear in small, medium, and large. Fine lines get muddy in embroidery. Heavy shapes hold up. The CC logo is heavy enough. Let's hit the common digs one by one. That looks like a credit card. Cool. So, it looks like money. That's kind of the point. Too simple. Good. Simple lasts. Busy marks die in a year. Copy of X brand. Everything echoes something. The difference is who wears it. This one will live on the backs of millions. Too soon for a second-year pro. Sales don't check birthdays. If the stuff moves, The mark moves. There's also the on-court tie-in. Folks love the from the logo line with Clark. So now she has a logo while pulling from the logo that writes headlines by itself. Camera cuts, tight shot. CC, it's a long three. Broadcast rolls. ACC stinger. Ad drops mid-break with CC tag. That is marketing gold, short, catchy, repeatable that lets beat the fan who says, I want more than shirts. You'll get it. Hoodies, shorts, hats, bags, socks, shooting shirts, warm-ups, then the shoe. And after that, the lifestyle stuff. Cozy sets, travel jackets, maybe a varsity coat with a stitched CC on the chest. That's the ladder. That's how the Jordan line grew. On court first, lifestyle next, then a whole world. No one is saying CC will be that scale, but the model is a model. Since we're here, let's compare rollouts. Sabrina's line grew by showing up in co-ed runs, high school gyms, and NBA summer pickup. A's line sells with winning swagger and a fan base that rocks with her every move. Clark's line will run on long-range threes, college loyalty, and a massive casual crowd that likes sports but loves culture. That's a different engine, and Nike knows how to fuel it. Point one more thing about the haters' fuming part. Drama posts do numbers. A mad thread gets 5 times the comments of a happy one. So when you see noise, remember, the silent buyers outnumber the loud doubters. Checkouts happen without tweets. You can't quote tweet a receipt, but that receipt pays the bills. Nike follows receipts. There's also a smart legal layer here. People worry about luxury brand overlap. Big brands know how to avoid lawsuits. Lines, angles, spacing, and use cases are tuned for this exact reason. And if a letter pair makes folks think of a fashion house for half a second, who really loses? The kid wearing the shirt just looks cooler. Now, the team marketing angle. The Fever should be building full game themes around CC nights, even when she's not the only story. Giveaways with the mark. Ticket packs with CC hat. Pre-game content that educates casual fans on the logo story. You want every home date to feel like a brand show. The WNBA as a whole should highlight star marks across all teams. Make it a league-wide series. Know the mark. Teach fans that these symbols are part of the sport. Now you can also expect collabs. City artists flipping the CC for murals. College bookstores selling split-color tees that nod to Iowa roots. Charity drops tied to youth hoops courts. That's how a logo stops being just an icon and becomes a badge. When kids sketch it in notebooks, you've won. When you see it on lunchboxes and water bottles, you've won again. And yes, the 2026 shoe date sounds far, but think of the storytelling lane. 2024 logo, 2025 heavy apparel, 2026 shoe. That's 3 seasons of momentum. By the time the shoe lands, there will be game-worn clips, tour stops, pop-ups, and colorways tied to playoff pushes. If the Fever level up, the shoe launch gets rocket fuel. If they don't, the personal brand still carries weight. The line won't live or die on one season. Let's close part 1 with this. A logo doesn't make a legend, but legends use logos very well. The Jordan silhouette didn't carry Mike. Mike carried the silhouette. Same with Serena's mark. Same with Ronaldo's CR7. The CC logo is a tool. What makes it historic is the story Caitlin writes with it. Threes in the parking lot. Road crowds going wild. Kids at home wearing CC shirts to school. That's the loop. Court to culture. Culture back to court. And the haters? Let them keep typing while they mash replies. The pre-orders keep stacking. That's the part you can't fake. So let's talk about the actual rollout. Nike isn't just dropping a logo and disappearing. They lined this thing up like a slow-cooked meal. September 1st, navy and yellow shirt. October 1st, full apparel drop with hoodies, shorts, and the rest. 2026, the signature shoe. People complain it's too spaced out, but this is how you build hype. First comes a mark, then the lifestyle, then the shoe that cements it all. The Fever fumble here is comedy. Caitlin Clark's the face of your franchise, a once-in-a-generation draw. And your team account can't even retweet the logo reveal? That's insane. You'd think they'd be plastering it everywhere. Instead, silence. Fans called him out, and rightfully so, because when your star is lifting the whole league's attention, the bare minimum is to amplify it. And the haters? Oh, they're working overtime. It's too simple. It looks like MasterCard. It's a Gucci knockoff. Yeah, sure. Guess what? The best logos in history are simple. The Jordan Jumpman is just a silhouette. Nike itself, a swoosh. Adidas, 3 bars. Simple sticks. Complicated dies. Clark's CC mark is clean, it's readable, and it will be on everything. The more people mock it, the more they spread it, that second-year pro, and she's already getting a full Nike lane. That's what really burns the critics. They wanted her to earn it for another decade. But Nike isn't the patience business. They're in the profit business. Ratings spike when Clark plays. Merch sells. Road crowds fill. She's not waiting 10 years. She's cashing in now. And that drives some folks absolutely crazy, let's be honest, though. This is good for the entire WNBA. Rival stars like Aya, Sabrina, Brianna, Angel, they all benefit from a bigger stage. Clark's logo doesn't erase theirs. It expands a market. Bigger lights mean more eyes. And more eyes means more jerseys, shoes, and tickets sold for everyone. The ones screaming too much Clark are missing the bigger picture. Here's what it really comes down to. Caitlin Clark went from shoots from the logo to has her own logo in just over a year as a pro. That's insane speed. That's also history. The fans buying these shirts and hoodies don't care if the design reminds them of Gucci or an old airline. They care that it's hers, a mark they can wear, post, and connect to. And that's the entire point. SO haters can keep fuming while Caitlin Clark cashes in. The CC logo is here. The apparel drops are coming. And the shoe is on the way. Whether you love it or roast it, you're still talking about it. And that means Nike already won the What's Your Take? Hot logo or flop logo? Drop it below.